we on the grind. It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play. Here we define. Party lit. Feeling prime. From the bench to the field, we climb. Champion rise, this our time. No fear, no limits, we prime. Bring the heat, watch it shine. This leg is wrong, we on grind. It's game time. Light shine, all eyes on the line. Every move, every prime. Play, we define. Heart be loud, feel it prime. From the bench to the field, we climb.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to beautiful Case Arena in Frankfort, Indiana, the site of today's special presentation here on the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with Hot Dog TV. It is an afternoon ball game here from Frankfort, Indiana, as they play host to the Logansport Berries. You see the graphic on your screen. Logansport comes in at 10-7, Frankfort at just 2-16 on the season. Today's broadcast is brought to you in parts by Abstract Technology Group, doing IT differently, making it simple. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first. FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk. Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By the Frankfort Eagles, people helping people. And the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. As I welcome you into our Day and Ginda Funeral Home pregame show where they put family first, joined by Joe Rook. I'm Sean Walker, and Joe, exciting little matchup of basketball today and a standout from Logansport that we're going to get to see on the floor.
Absolutely, yeah. Logansport coming in with 10 wins, Frankfort only 2. On paper, you're going to say, wow, the Hot Dogs have their work cut out for them this afternoon. And it may be, but, they don't play the games on paper, so we'll see how things get going today. But, yeah, definitely an interesting outfit here with Logansport coming in.
Let's take a look at our first look, brought to us by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. You see there head coach Matt Lang in his 4th year overall, 2-1 in the East Division of the Hoosier Conference. That's good enough for first place right now. If they keep that, they'll play in that Hoosier Conference championship game just 2 games from now. And they're on pace for their first winning season since 2018-2019. So starting to right the ship there is his head coach as he's getting this thing turned around after a few years at the helm. He's got some talent on his ball club. On the other side, head coach Albert Hendricks, the former Frankfort Hot Dog himself, returns back here to his alma mater to take over. He is the 5th head coach in the last 5 seasons, and he has been tasked with steadying the ship. They've lost 6 in a row to Logansport. Going back to the 2013-2014 season, Frankfort looks to turn that around here today. Our keys to victory brought to us by Tier 1 Meat Co., where every cut is elite and every customer is family. Joe?
Hey, what we're looking at here, I got number 50, Clem. The 6'7" junior coming in, number 50 for Logansport. He looks like he could dominate today, but we will see how it turns out. He comes in averaging a double-double, 14.6 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, and kind of an interesting stat on him. He shoots 78% on the free throws. Not a normal thing to have your center leading your team free throw percentage, but he does. And he also shoots 56% from the floor. So he's going to be interesting to watch how the game progresses with him as a center. 6'7", that's a load for the Frankfort Hot Dogs. We'll see how the Hot Dogs defend him. Our second thing, rebounding, with the 6'7", Clem, and Baldwin, a senior, number 25. He's 6'4", 15.7 points a game and 7 rebounds a game. With that rebounding, I got a feeling Logansport kind of just likes to get those shots up, let the Dogs go hunting on the rebounds, and Frankfort's going to have to box out and get aggressive on the rebounding to stay in this game. The third thing, shot selection. It's going to be interesting. I got to believe Frankfort wants to slow things down. They don't want to get into a run and gun with Logansport. An interesting couple stats here real quick. I'll get them in that I found interesting. On the floor, Logansport has 168 more shot attempts and free throws. Let me reverse that. 168 more free throws, 150 more shots on the floor Logansport has in Frankfort, and Logansport has played 1 less game than Frankfort coming into this. So I believe Logansport wants to push the pace, get the ball up on the glass, and let the Dogs hunt.
I love it. We'll see how those keys play out as the game goes along. We'll step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll get your starting lineups, your officials, and your tip. You're watching IHSAA Boys Basketball here on the ISC Sports Network.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
Welcome back here to Frankfort High School. Starting lineup set here for the Logansport Berries: Logan Lang and Marquand Bell, Eli Baldwin, Quincy Jackson, and R.J. Clem. The starting five for head coach Matt Lang here in these Logansport Berries. Our starting lineups brought to us by Ardente Dental, where healthy smiles start here. And, you know, you talked about the size of Clem, Joe, 6'7", but he is a man-child. He is a big dude. It's not just 6'7" height-wise.
Yeah.
He's built.
He's a good, solid young man, a junior. You know, Frankfort's got to put a body or two on him, and that's going to be tough because, you know, Frankfort's biggest guy, 6'2", 6'3", so they're going to have the work cut out for him this afternoon, but hopefully they can do that.
Starting lineup for the Hot Dogs: Charlie Beardsley, Jack Michael, Landon Stewart, Matthew Berry, and Lucas Wagner. Your starting five for the Frankfort Hot Dogs, and head coach Albert Hendricks in his first year here back at his alma mater.
Last game that we had, Sean, here on ISC Sports, Frankfort defeated Clinton Central, and Charlie Beardsley was our player of the game that night. Had a good double-double, points and rebounds, and he's going to need every bit of that today. Charlie needs to get on the glass, score some points underneath. Definitely going to need that out of Charlie Beardsley today for Frankfort to have a chance.
Our officials for today's matchup: Bart Smith, Christopher Thompson, and Ryan Lynn. Our officials brought to us by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling always makes sense. It'll be Clem and Stewart to jump things up here in the middle. So we are set to get started here in this afternoon game. Logansport's JV team absolutely dominated Frankfort in the earlier match. Had a running clock scenario. They were very tall and had a lot of size at the JV level.
They were very, very physical. 68-21 Logansport win in the JV outing.
This is Logan Lang with the basketball here. One of the three seniors on this Logansport Berry squad. And he's going to get the first shot attempt today as well. That one rims out. And a nice job rebounding early as Beardsley blocks out, and here come the Hot Dogs.
Yeah, that was a good block out by Charlie. And as we mentioned in the pregame, going to have to do that continuous throughout the game.
That's Stewart with it there, number 5. They look inside to Beardsley on the cut. He uses the athletic ability. Little shot fake. Can't get that one to go.
That was a good shot fake, just didn't get it to go.
And now Clem going to try to show some range. This one rims out.
he can knock that down. I watched in the pregame warm-up. He can knock down the three-pointer, so that's not a bad shot necessarily.
Michael cuts through the middle, gets it up off glass, and the Hot Dogs are on the scoreboard first.
Frankfort doing a good job running the offense, cutting through the lane, knocking down that shot by Michael.
Clem feeds the post, and we're going to get our first whistle of the game. It's Eli Baldwin on the cut, and the 6'4 senior will head to the free throw line.
As we mentioned, Baldwin coming in averaging 15.7. Free throws 62% on the season at the free throw line.
Baldwin knocks down the first. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles Post 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street. Baldwin able to secure both of those attempts. We're all knotted up at 2 here early.
See Logansport coming out very high on their man-to-man.
Nice move from Beardsley, and this time he gets this one to drop.
Charlie needs to be aggressive. As we mentioned several times, he's able to do that. Get that ball to the basket.
That shot up and good. That's Quincy Jackson, the junior, knocking down the three.
I would have imagined Frankfort Coach Hendricks would have said let him shoot as many of those as he wants with their height, but hopefully he doesn't. If you're a Frankfort fan, hopefully he does not knock many of those down this afternoon.
We've seen opposing teams come in here, and for whatever reason, one or two of their players get hot from behind the arc. It's definitely a fun gym to play in. Beardsley again puts it on the deck. Wave off the shot, though. And we get our first whistle here against the Berries. And that's against the big fella. Oh, I take that back. It's against Baldwin.
He may not be the big fella, but he would be a good fella for Frankfort to get a couple fouls on.
And as you suspected, Joe, Frankfort looking very patient. They want to just kind of hold the basketball, take the air out of it.
Yeah, there's no need to be up over back there. Frankfort does not need to be in a big hurry to shoot the ball, get this into any kind of track meet up and down the floor.
You can see them really, really packing the paint right now, realizing that Logansport has the size advantage. That will open things up on the outside for shooters. Baldwin misses. Stewart secures the rebound. And now Barry puts it on the deck. He'll be fouled here.
Barry doing a good job. He just says, what the heck, I'm going to go to the basket and hopefully get the whistle, and he sure did. Got an opportunity for 2 free throws.
Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, Indiana, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities to provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Barry goes 2 for 2 from the line. Frankfort regains the lead by 1. We saw Jackson knock one down a minute ago. This one rims out. Frankfort doing a pretty good job on the boards early on, holding Logansport to 1-shot attempt. Stewart from 3 knocks it down.
High arcing shot out of the corner there by Landon, knocking down his first 3 of the afternoon. That's a good start for him.
Anytime you get a player of his caliber that's able to gain eligibility midseason, that has been a huge asset for Frankfort here lately. Stewart's averaging almost 9 points per game.
Yes, he has been a great addition for Frankfort.
And you can see Frankfort's intent also there, Joe, to spread the floor.
Yeah.
They're liking these driving lanes that they're getting. This one knocked away from Michael, but last touch by Michael. Turnover on the Hot Dogs.
Yeah, Frankfort's definitely, which I'm glad to see from Coach Hendricks, definitely spread them out, make Logansport work for it.
Frankfort in that zone defense. They get it into Clem. Clem battling. Michael rips it away. Logansport retains possession, though. Down the lane, this last touch by Jackson. Ball heads Frankfort's way.
Officials letting the Hot Dogs do a lot of reaching and slapping there, but that's okay. They're going to need to do that to kind of balance things out.
Barry breaks it. Well, we'll see if Frankfort slows it down here on offense. That one through the hands of Barry. So some unfortunate, needless turnovers early here.
Those are tough ones. If you're Frankfort, man, you just cannot afford to have happen.
Jackson over to Bell. Bell swings it back to Jackson. We've not seen Bell take a shot just yet, but he's a freshman in the starting lineup here for Logansport. And this taken away by Lucas Wagner down low.
Good defense by Frankfort. They are definitely active early on in this game with the hands in the rebounding, Sean. That's good to see.
Jackson, though, gets the steal back for Logansport. And there's a good basket from Eli Baldwin. His first field goal of the night. The lead cut to 2.
See here, Charlie. That's kind of living dangerously, I think. If I was Charlie, I would maybe try to, once you get the 2 guys on you, look up, get rid of that ball. That's I'm not sure that's a practice you want to keep trying to get through here this afternoon, dribbling through 2 or 3 people.
The benefit of the whistle is that's the second foul on Marquand Bell, so he'll have to take a break for a little bit. That's going to bring in Lucas Jones. He's one of those 3 seniors on this Logansport roster. Frankfort using every bit of real estate on their end of the court. Stewart thought about the 3. Backs out of it. Wagner, quick trigger. That one off left. Good hustle from Stewart. But now Logansport's got some numbers. Frankfort does a good job getting back to slow that down, Joe.
They did a great job getting back. That has kind of been an Achilles heel at times for Frankfort not getting back, but they did that time.
This one rims out. Stewart there on the rebound, and we get another whistle. This is going to be a foul against Quincy Jackson.
See, into that. Thought maybe that was their 5th team foul, but that's only 4. The next one, they'll be shooting the bonus, the Dogs would.
And Frankfort gets it in. Here comes the trap. Go middle of the floor, and Frankfort breaks the zone for the pressure. And up and under, a little scoop shot, Charlie Beardsley.
Nice creativity there by Charlie, up and under. Like it.
Frankfort with a 4-point lead here early on. They jump it down low, fight for the basketball.
Foul's going to be on the floor on Wagner. Yep.
That's number 2 on Wagner, unfortunately, though. The leading scorer for the Hot Dogs will now probably check out. Nope. They're going to leave him on the floor.
Well, here, Wagner Sr. played a lot of minutes. He's got to be smart, stay in the game. Don't pick up a cheesy 3rd foul.
We're going to get a foul against Frankfort here. That's going to send Eli Baldwin back to the free throw, and he's perfect from the stripe today. Tonight's game brought to you by, or today's game, it's not even tonight. I need to rework that. Brought to you by Day and Ginda Funeral Homes with locations in Frankfort, Florida, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Ginda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on services and community involvement, please visit dayandginda.com. Day and Ginda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Baldwin stays perfect at the line. 4 free throws already. Lead cut back to 2. That one through the hands of Barry as it just didn't get up, Joe. That one, it's kind of like the wicked hop in baseball.
Yeah, exactly. And Barry's a good baseball player, so he might be used to those hops. Dang, Frankfort's 5th turnover here in the first quarter.
3 on the way here. Off, Beardsley on the rebound. And this shot gives Frankfort an opportunity to bring it up clean without any pressure here.
Yeah, Charlie walking the ball up. That's great. See if Frankfort can get a good look here. They might even be willing to try to hold the ball for the last shot of the quarter.
A zone look here from Logansport. Beardsley looks to attack. And then, as you said, Joe, I think that their idea here is if it's not right at the rim and
Or good,
wide open.
Or a good wide open shot, yeah. What's the hurry? I like Frankfort's approach. I really do. I think that's the only way they're going to have an opportunity to stay with Logansport this afternoon.
Try to win 1 quarter at a time.
Absolutely.
Beardsley back out top to Michael. So we approach 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Beardsley gets into the lane, trying to battle with Clem. Finds a shooter in the corner. That 3 short. Now with a little bit of time, it's good if it goes. Logansport desperation. And he sinks it.
He drilled that.
Woo!
I'm sorry, I did not get who was that? Was that number 4?
Mr. Lang.
Bang.
Bang.
Knocks it down. I love that. Even if it was Logansport, that's a great shot.
Big shots in the quarter, and just like that, Logansport now leads by 1. 12-11 after 1. Back with more basketball right after this.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Game's into overtime. Looked good there.
Welcome back here to Frankfort High School, where tradition meets opportunity as we celebrate the 150th graduating class. We honor our past while preparing students for the future. Here, students don't just earn a diploma, they earn college credit through Indiana College Corps and Gem City University. Frankfort High School's early college and the only early college program in the county, with 25 career pathways, award-winning arts, the only marching band in the county, and athletics that build leaders. Call today to schedule a tour and see why Frankfort High School is where opportunity begins.
Clem got his first basket there of the game. Took him 3 tries underneath her, but he got it.
And this shot up and good by Beardsley.
Charlie Beard was showing good body control, gathered himself up and in for 2.
Charlie's got some sneaky athleticism. Obviously, he's got some good height to him, but
I've always thought he... Let me finish my thought there. I was watching there. I think Clem's going to pick up a foul there on the reach on Wagner. But Charlie's very athletic, and like you said, kind of sneaky athletic. Can get to the basket. Just got to be able to finish those strongly.
Beardsley gets it in. Hot Dogs look to break the press. What hands from Lang. It's always the coach's kids. You know that?
Yeah, they're always,
they hit the big shots and they're scrappy.
Yeah.
That's going to send Logan to the free throw line.
Jack Michael from Frankfort picked up his first foul.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County offer free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests, prenatal vitamins, prenatal appointment assistance, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby 659-6063 for more information. Lang with 5 points here today. Active hands as Logansport starting to turn up the pressure, and we get an and one opportunity here.
Yeah, Logansport turning Frankfort over again into Baldwin, I believe, knocking down that shotgun opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And he'll knock it down. That's his 5th make from the charity stripe already today.
Logan, a perfect 7 for 7 from the charity stripe. Good job shooting the free throws.
It's Tyron Emery into the game for Frankfort, number 22. Helps break the pressure, then has it knocked away momentarily.
Well, Logansport's 1 point lead here at the end of the first quarter's ballooned to 6 already, very quickly. Frankfort, don't panic. Get your offense, spread it out.
The pick from Jackson misses the layup, but then a kicked ball.
Give Emery credit. Had the turnover, but did not quit on the play. Hustled back, got in there, and caused a missed shot, and Frankfort ends up with the basketball.
Coach Hendricks right now just trying to find some guard play on the floor that can keep the ball in play and not turn it over. There's a kick ball from Clem with those go-go gadget legs of his.
Do you like his shoes?
Those are pretty cool.
Look at those shoes.
There's a lot of colorful shoes out there today.
There is.
Beardsley working that pivot foot. Going to earn a trip to the line.
Charlie Beardsley here. Kind of up and under with the Euro step, if you will. Opportunity for 2 free throws for Charlie.
At Tier 1 Meat Co., we take pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels families with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, we bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by veterans, every cut is elite, and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora, or visit them online at tier1meatco.com.
2 for 2 for Charlie. Shooting 67% clip at the charity stripe this year. Knock those 2 down.
We get a timeout here early in the second quarter. It is a 4-point game now after Beardsley knocks down those 2 free throws. He has 8 points to pace the Hot Dogs. What a nice start from Charlie Beardsley so far.
Charlie Beardsley, yeah, as we mentioned, start of the game, he was player of our game last ISC sports game here at Frankfort against Clinton Central. We thought Charlie would need another performance like that, and so far so good.
This timeout brought to you by FiberHawk. FiberHawk fiber internet, super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all size of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. Logansport after the timeout, 4-point lead. 6.5 minutes to go here before the half. You can see Logansport really wanting to push the tempo. That's Elijah Hopper who just checked in.
Quick 2 for him.
And we're going to get a whistle against Logansport. Frankfort's got to be strong with the basketball, Joe. I mean, Logansport looks like their aggression. Obviously, it gets them some steals at times, but they've picked up quite a few fouls here so far today.
That's a great point that Frankfort does need to be strong with the basketball. It's one thing to be looking for the pass up ahead, but while you're handling the ball, you must be strong.
That one taken away by Jackson. Misses the layup on this end. Gets his own rebound, though. Up in traffic. He's going to head to the free throw line, and Coach Hendricks upset with somebody about something.
Wow. That's Frankfort's 9th turnover already this afternoon, coming in averaging 15 turnovers a game. Frankfort is. So, no, excuse me. Frankfort's only averaging 11 turnovers a game. I take that back.
This free throw knocked down by Quincy Jackson. That one rims out. Beardsley will break the timeline and then have it taken away by Jackson. Lang runs out of real estate, finds Clem. Clem partially blocked there, it looked like, by Stewart. Three goes up and tracked down by Beardsley. Logansport definitely trying to turn the pace up on Frankfort.
They're definitely making Frankfort play a little quicker than they want to here.
As long as Frankfort's check engine light doesn't come on or the ABS light, they're trying to push those brakes as hard as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. Stewart picked up his dribble far out there. You don't want to do that.
That one knocked away by Clem. Lang off glass. Not going to go, but the foul on Jack Michael.
Logansport create another opportunity there on a turnover. Trying to get an opportunity for 2 free throws.
Logan Lang knocked down his 2 free throws at his only trip earlier. This one rims out. Wamplers is a place where recycling always makes sense. Please call Wamplers 659-3721 for all your trash, recycling, and scrap needs. Wamplers Disposal Service and Recycling, family owned since 1948. I want to thank all of our sponsors here on the ISC Sports Network, Hot Dog TV. So what make these games possible. Clem on the offensive glass misses the first, and he just wanted 3. He wanted 3 out of it.
He just padded his stats there, getting a rebound and a bucket there.
That'll be the first foul against Landon Stewart. Clem with a good-looking stroke from the line. He's got 5 points here.
Danger zone for the Dogs here. Don't want to go down any more than 10 already. Double digits deficit.
Three-point attempt from Stewart here off the mark. He did knock one down earlier. Logansport quickly the other way. Clem lays it in, and another foul on Stewart. Another and one opportunity for Clem.
Just a little too big there for Frankfort in that case. Stewart probably should have just let him go.
At Abstract Technology Group, we're doing abstract, but making it simple. Abstract Technology Group does exactly that. Whether you're located in Indianapolis, Lafayette, or all points surrounding and in between, call 765-420-TECH or visit abstracttechgroup.com. We're Abstract, and we're making it simple. Frankfort's got to break the timeline. This one, Karam's right to Wagner, and he lays it in.
Frankfort needs a few more breaks like that somehow. Wagner ended up with it later in for 2.
Wagner thought he had the tie up there. The whistle comes a little later after the ball is both possessed, and as he spins away, that's where the foul comes in. Coach Hendricks working the sideline. The officials giving him a little smile over there.
Sure.
We're going to run out of free throw opportunities for Mr. Baldwin.
He's kind of making a living here at the free throw line. Like I said, he came into the game shooting 62% from the free throw line, but I think he's perfect, didn't he?
He missed one earlier.
He did? Put the curse on him there. That was good.
But he's in double figures.
Yeah.
He's got 10 points.
He's doing well.
Beardsley. Nobody home for that one. A turnover on Frankfort. Going to give the ball back to Logansport.
wasn't Charlie. Charlie's going to get the turnover on that. But when he got that pass, it was led way out in front of him there. He had to kind of leave his feet to grab that, and that was kind of left him in a tough spot.
It's Chino Valdez Mejia who came into the game, a 5'11 senior wearing number 44 for Frankfort. Clem, baseline jumper. That's a nice looking stroke.
It really is. That's not fair. 6'7", shoot like that from the outside.
Obviously just a junior, so one to keep on the radar is he still has a whole senior season to go.
Yeah. Charlie Beardsley staying aggressive. Picked up a foul on Logansport.
A foul was given to number 30, Quincy Jackson. That's his second foul. Quincy's been pretty active here today for head coach Lang, though. He's got his hand on.
Yeah, he's been very active on the defensive end, got his hands on a lot of the basketballs, creating turnovers.
Hasn't turned into a ton of points for him just yet, but the effort's definitely there. Valdez Mejia misses the three. Logansport quickly up the floor. And nice pump fake. Marquand Bell, the freshman, gets his first field goal. Frankfort trailing by 16 now. They had a 12-11.
Yeah, Logansport led 12-11 there at the end of the first quarter with that three-pointer knocked down right for the buzzer, but Logansport definitely got things going in their direction here in the second quarter.
So just 6 points here in the second quarter for Frankfort. Couple of substitutions both ways. Lane comes back onto the floor. Valdez Mejia comes back out of the game. And quick cut, quick score. Eli Baldwin's having a nice day today. 12 points here for Logansport. Averages almost 16 points per contest.
I think Wagner's going to get an opportunity here for 2 free throws. I think that's Logansport's, and it is their 5th foul this quarter. Which is a good thing for Frankfort. Wagner shooting 88% on the free throw line this year. He'd be one that you'd like to get up there if you're a hot dog.
And no broadcaster jinx in effect.
Absolutely. I'm not saying anything else.
Wagner knocks down the first. And very smoothly knocks down both. 4 points so far here today for Lucas. Lead cut to 16. After bringing a little pressure of their own. They get it to Clem. He spins on McBee. He's going to draw the foul on McBee, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Pretty quick spin move there by the 6'7" junior.
Not a lot of time or effort put into thinking about that free throw either there. Joey, one bounce and right up with it. Step in, one bounce, bend the knees.
Works pretty good.
Hey, when it's right, right?
Absolutely. Whatever it is.
Frankfort trailing here by 18 points as we approach the halftime break. This is a team in the Hot Dogs that not a ton of wins on the season, but one thing that I will definitely say watching them this season is there has been no quit in these Hot Dogs. A lot of fight out there on the floor. Unfortunately for them, turnovers have kind of been an Achilles heel from time to time and lack of scoring, but Matthew Berry knocks down a three there.
Matthew Berry breaks into the scoring column this afternoon with his first three.
But Frankfort does have some talent on this ball club, Joe. It's one of those days where you're like, man, if we could get 4 or 5 guys that just come in all feeling good on one day, you might shock somebody.
You're right. Absolutely right. Game's not over. Frankfort needs to take care of it, get some shots here.
That pass too far out in front.
See what Logansport wants to do here with a 15-point lead with 1 minute to go in the ball.
We'll have a fun halftime as part of our halftime show today. We'll show a little bit of the puppy power that goes on at halftime here. The girls,
yeah, that's always a good thing for the kiddos.
young ladies have been working hard since 8 a.m. this morning, learning a new routine. They're going to come out and they're going to perform at halftime here today.
That's hard, isn't it? Wait,
It's hard. It's an afternoon game.
Yeah.
We've been doing night games all season long. We get to here, and the reason why a lot of your boys basketball games are being played earlier in the day today is because tonight is sectional championship night for girls basketball. I want to say best of luck to the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Cougars as Clinton Central upset Rossville and then beat Frontier to make it to the championship game at Bethesda Christian tonight. They'll take on the Carroll Cougars, last year's defending sectional champion.
I imagine that'll be a good game tonight between the Bulldogs and Cougars. And good luck to both teams.
Takeaway here. Beardsley puts it up. This one's good if it goes. But it's not. 37-24, your score. As we head into the halftime break, we'll step aside. When we come back, halftime show heads your way on ISC.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Day and Genda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Gender Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome back at the half here at Frankfort High School. First segment of our halftime show brought to us by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Logansport leading Frankfort 37-24. You see in the background there, that is the Puppy Power Bunch. As they're getting all in position, they're getting ready to do some cheers and some routines that they learned early this morning and entertain the crowd here at Frankfort High School. Joe, an entertaining first half. Frankfort right there. They were competitive. They had a 1 or 2 point lead. Looked like they were going to take it into the quarter break. A shot goes in from Lang on a buzzer beater, and it's been all Logansport ever since.
Yeah, that kind of lit the fire for the Berries after that shot ending the first quarter that went in to give Logansport that 12-11 lead. Going into the second quarter where Frankfort dealing with Logansport's pressure defense, Frankfort had 8 turnovers in that second quarter. So Logansport has pushed Frankfort to 13 turnovers. That has a lot to do with Logansport leading 37-24 here at half, Sean.
Yeah, the leading scorers on the team for Logansport have definitely gotten theirs as well. Clem and Baldwin both with 12 points apiece. So Baldwin on pace to get to his season average, and Clem's already almost there with 12 points at the half. So good look. Frankfort looked like they had a good strategy coming into that first quarter, Joe. They were slowing things down, really spreading Logansport out. They were finding driving lanes and scoring. And then Logansport kind of switched it up. They went to a 2-3 zone, and it kind of changed the way Frankfort was able to attack.
You're absolutely right. Logansport did a good job on their end. They see what Frankfort was wanting to do, so they thought, hey, let's push that full court pressure down, that zone trap that they were throwing on Frankfort there, created the turnovers, got Frankfort sped up a little bit, turned the ball over, and got the Berries off to the races.
Again, Puppy Power performing here at the half at Frankfort. Your score 37-24. Hot Dogs back in the locker room right now trying to find a game plan to get themselves back into this one. See if they can find some hot shooting. They were led in scoring by Charlie Beardsley. He's in double figures with 10 points there in the first half with Charlie. But Frankfort got their work cut out for them. They trail by 13 at the break. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll show you some of those first half highlights here from Frankfort High School.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
Welcome back here at the half. Halftime highlights head your way. Brought to us by Fiber Hawk. Our Fiber Fast first half highlights. Frankfort trailing by 13 here to Logansport. As you see some of the hot shooting from both of the teams that carried us through that first quarter. And it took a while in the second quarter for Frankfort to get going, but they finally did, Joe.
Yeah, they did. They were having a rough time getting off the schneid, if you will. You see one of the turnovers there for Logansport with their full court pressure that led to 2 points. Easy for Baldwin there, as you'd mentioned, Baldwin and Clem for Logansport leading the way at 12 each. But it was Logansport's. You get to see that first quarter shot. Boom! That end of the first quarter shot. Wow! And you said it's always a coach's kid. Why is that?
They're taught well. They don't get
they don't have a chance, right? They got to do well.
They get yelled at the most, man. That's what I always learned.
There you get to see Charlie Beardsley, one of his baskets is 10 points there in the first half for Charlie. Did a good job being aggressive, getting the ball to the hoop.
And where Logansport really established their dominance was when they started forcing, I won't say forcing, but getting the ball inside.
Yeah.
They were taking some deep shots early on and settling for that, and then they started using their size, Joe.
I got to imagine the coach settled them down after that first quarter and said, hey, you know, we've got the size advantage, as you continually see here with Clem at number 50 for Logansport. Use that to our advantage, and let's get it inside.
Again, score at the half, 37-24. Logansport on top of Frankfort. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll talk second half adjustments right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
At Day and Genda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome back here at the half. Look at the puppy power. Joe and I were just, talking at the break, and I was saying, I can't even wear shoes with very thick soles, or I start to get a little woozy,
Yeah, some of those.
I'm so high. Look at that.
Some of those young gals are hoisting them right up there, and they're just waving away like, hey, hey, hey.
They got that whole thing down. Congratulations to those young ladies doing a great job here today. They spent the morning learning these routines and getting put up in, I think they call these, I don't know what they call that position, actually. I know when they come down, they call it the basket. They catch them in the basket. I should have paid more attention. I had daughters, Joe. I should know this.
Yeah, I've heard that too, Sean, but you're right. I don't know either.
Let's talk second half adjustments brought to us by JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. If you had some advice for the hot dogs, what would it be here going in the second half?
Well, hopefully they maybe kind of put their heads together a little bit on that full court press. I got to believe Logansport's going to come right back out with that full court pressure. Frankfort maybe a few times got a little too carried away trying to dribble through that. The best way to break that press is by passing. So hopefully they can get a few guys in line where they want to pass that to and break that pressure. Not that you have to be in a hurry to score after you break that press, but you got to be able to handle that press if you're Frankfort. For Logansport, I think number 50 and 25 are doing what they normally do for Logansport. So I'm guessing with Baldwin and Clem, you just keep right on feeding them the ball.
That's kind of a dangerous game to play, is it not? I mean, Frankfort was so focused on packing in the zone around the painted area and forcing Logansport to shoot. Logansport knocked down a couple of shots that started to open things up, but I almost think you got to go back to that if you're Frankfort.
No, absolutely.
And dare them to shoot. If they're going to make it, they make it. But
yeah, you got to make them shoot those shots out there. If you're Frankfort, make Logansport knock down those threes, and maybe they will. But you know that number 50 Clem, 25 Baldwin can do damage on the inside. So see what the outside brings for you.
They've got 3 minutes on the clock. Both teams will come out. They'll warm up again here right before the half. We'll step aside. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll be really close to starting our second half of basketball here. Again, Logansport leading Frankfort 37-24. Back after this break.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Welcome back here at Case Arena, home of the Frankfort Hot Dogs. They trail here going into the third quarter by 13 points. We'll see what adjustments both teams made at the halftime break. Got to think that they talked over some things. There's a good shot, too. I want to point out that is Hayden Deaton on the right there, one of the assistant coaches for Logansport. Played his high school basketball at McCutcheon and was a standout there and a star on our airwaves on ISC. Went and played some college basketball at Grace College. So Hayden Deaton could rock a rim now and then back in the day.
Grace College, definitely a small school with a very strong track record with basketball. They play some good basketball up there at the Grace. The Grace Lancers, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. It'll be Frankfort with the basketball first to start the second half. Teams will go the opposite directions now. Barry gets it to Stewart. Little fadeaway jumper from Stewart and showing off some athletic ability.
Nice shot. I don't think we want to make a living if you're Frankfort off that shot, but it's a good way to get the half started.
They swing. Lang, three, no. Clem, rebound, back up. Got it.
Hard to keep the big guy out of the middle.
Active hands from Logansport. They come up with a tip ball. Frankfort's going to get it across the timeline. Drive by Barry. That one just short. Looking for the foul. Not going to get the call. And Lang quickly the other way. However, Beardsley playing a little deep safety here.
Good pick off there, as you said.
Drop off. Stewart, good pump fake. Goes back up. Got the big fella to fall for it.
Good head fake, ball fake by Stewart. His quick second basket here in the second half.
Pretty sure there was a story back in the day about Bob Knight and one of his wives, and they asked why Bob wasn't interested in a certain player, and he said, ask her, and she said he doesn't have a shot fake. So even Bob Knight's wife knew that if you don't have a shot fake, you're not going to play at Indiana University. I'm sure I butchered that story, but it's something like that.
But you make the good point, right? Got to have a shot fake, yes.
We get a foul here. This is going to send Bell to the free throw line. Hey, if you're tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard, let JXN Stump Solutions take care of it. They've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right, offering 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Call 242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. And Clem will just be denied, really.
Cleaned it up there quickly. Bell missed those 2 free throws, but no worries if you're Logansport.
Stewart over the outstretched hands of Clem.
Yeah, it's a tough shot for Stewart there with Clem coming at you.
Good cut. Beautiful delivery, and Baldwin lays it in. Baldwin up to 14 now. Beardsley finds Michael. Michael gets a shot up and draws the foul. One thing Frankfort hasn't had a ton of today, Joe, as we get another look at this, there have not been a lot of three-point opportunities for the Hot Dogs.
I think, yeah, you're right. I think Coach Hendricks would probably said, hey, you know, what's a spread out offense that Frankfurt's trying to employ here? Try to drive the lane, maybe kick it out then if you got an open three. Try to get our damage done around the lane today.
Both of the free throws there from Jack Michael, rim out. Leads at 15 right now for Logansport. Bell, high arcing three, and he knocks it down. That's the third triple today from Logansport.
First one for Bell, knocking that one down.
Always love when ISC gets the opportunity to go over to Logansport. They've got a pretty cool gym as well. The Berry Bowl or whatever it's called over there.
Berry Bowl. That's been that way for a long time. That's been named. Here you get to see Barry driving the lane, picking up the foul.
They're usually a postseason host for the IHSAA.
Barry, I think a perfect 3 for 3 today at the charity stripe.
And Barry gets both to go there. So 46-30 now your score. Timeout taken by Frankfort. Today's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street. Also want to take this time to thank the students behind the scenes today working for Hot Dog TV. Today's game is being produced by the students at Frankfort High School as part of a partnership between Hot Dog TV and the ISC Sports Network. At ISC, we couldn't be more proud of the efforts of Richard Salee, who heads up the program at Frankfort, and all the students taking part in this year's telecast. Thank you for your hard work, and as always, you can catch almost every boys and girls basketball game all season long on ISC and Hot Dog TV. And a special thank you to ISC's very own Tony Stewart today, who just happened to be in attendance. And we had a student who was ill and unable to make it to the game. We recruited Tony. He's up here. He's working camera for us today.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. All of them here, the Hot Dog TV, they just do an outstanding job. I'm very appreciative of the work they do for us.
Tony's a smart guy. He's here. He's hanging out with his kids. He's like, hey, I had to come here anyway. I might as well come up and make some money while I do it.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to take in some basketball. Let's do it the right way. That one, last touch by Logansport. Frankfort will take over the basketball here. These are two teams with a lot of history too, Joe. You go back and you look at the total sectionals won by both of these schools, but both of them had their postseason success prior to class basketball.
Yeah, both of them, Frankfort. And as you mentioned, Frankfort Logansport, a lot of basketball history. They played each other back in the North Central Conference days when Frankfort and Logansport were part of the North Central Conference.
Charlie Beardsley with the up and under gets that one to go.
A nice pass.
And very quickly down the other end, Baldwin has another two. Stewart, what a take.
No kidding. Did not back down from the bigger Clem. Let's see here. See an up and under on it. Nice shot.
That's a great job of knowing the guy trailing you is bigger than you and using the rim for protection.
Yeah.
Finish on the other side.
Stewart, that puts him up to, if I got it right, 9 points. Missed the free throw, but
right on his season average. Again, a huge addition for Frankfort. And Clem able to beat the defenders down the floor and scores again inside the paint.
Yeah, Clem gets the ball down there. That's Katie bar the door.
18 points so far today for Clem. A save opportunity from Jackson off the backboard. It'll stay on this end. Watch this one. Whoop.
Yep. Hits the back of the backboard. Frankfort retains.
Michael looking for help. He finds Stewart. Stewart down the lane, left-hand finish.
Stewart going to take over a little bit here for the Frankfort offense.
And not to knock any of the other hot dogs at all with this statement, but Beardsley and Stewart are definitely the two most athletic players, I would say basketball athletic, on the floor for Frankfort, and those are the two having a big day right now.
Yeah, they have got to step up and make some plays for Frankfort, and as you see right now, that's true for Charlie Beardsley. Opportunity for a three-point play.
And don't look now, the lead's cut to 12. Frankfort, if they could get this thing into single digits heading into the fourth quarter, that would boost some confidence.
Yes, Frankfort doing what they need to do on the defensive end. That's where they're make your stops where you're going to get back in the game, Sean.
Beardsley with his third free throw from the stripe today. It's an 11-point game right now. Cut down the middle, blocked there by the trailer. Stewart able to deflect that one. Beardsley puts it on the deck, down the lane, and scores.
Good job once again by Charlie, staying aggressive.
And the lead cut to 9. Active hands there. It's starting to get contagious for the hot dogs. You can see even the guards out top. Michael and Barry more active now. 3 on the way. The freshman rims out. Jackson there to clean it up on the backside, though.
Wow. Nobody there for Frankfort. Easy 2 for Jackson.
Timeout as the lead goes back to 11. A full timeout taken here gives us an opportunity to tell you about Day and Ginda Funeral Homes. Locations in Frankfort, Florida, Mulberry, and Rossville. Their compassionate and experienced staff are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. Not only that, now they have the crematory that they've added as one of their locations with Day and Ginda Funeral Home. Again, they put family first. And don't forget about Norm, the therapy dog. Man, he is just a bundle of joy. Just a
he gets a lot of publicity here on the commercials, too.
Oh, yeah, he's the star of the show.
Yeah, he gets as we get to see panning the crowd here today. Pretty nice little crowd here this afternoon for 2:30 tip.
Logansport fans made the trek over. I'm sure all the fans of Clinton Central Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Cougars of Carroll are probably getting ready right now, getting ready to eat some pregame dinner and then head over for the big game tonight between those two. Carroll looking for back-to-back sectional championships. Clinton Central's looking to say, hey, not so fast. We have Carly Davison, and we upset a ranked Rossville Hornet squad.
Yeah, that on paper, that looks to be just an outstanding girls sectional final this evening.
Frankfort breaks the pressure. Beardsley in the lane. Shot comes up short, rebounded by Clem. Clem leaves this one short. Fight for it on the ground. And it looks like a timeout taken and granted here by Logansport. And probably a good thing, man. I saw hands, feet. There was all kinds of stuff getting thrown in there.
Yeah, that was a tangle down there. I'm not sure what.
It's a good little scrum.
Yep.
Healthy Communities wants you to know that they have free navigation services for all pregnant women. They have a licensed nurse on staff. She is available to help you with a bevy of things from free pregnancy tests, prenatal vitamins, safe sleep, car seat, newborn care education, breastfeeding, labor. If you're having trouble with vaping cessation or quitting smoking, she can help you with that. Call Libby, 659-6063 for more information.
Well, Sean, I don't want to put the curse on Frankfort in the turnovers, but so far I had Frankfort with 13 turnovers at halftime, none so far in the third quarter. So Frankfort has done a much better job handling the Logansport press and helping them get back into this game a little bit.
Get it into Jackson, now back to Lang. Runner from Jackson is short, but rebound Karam's back to him here. Logansport will get another opportunity. Logansport looking to want to get it inside. They've got Elijah Hopper and RJ Clem as their two post players in right now. Frankfort trying to rebound. Beardsley tracks it down. Frankfort turns it over, though.
Well, my jinx worked. Frankfort had not had a turnover to this end, but, Frankfort was staying active there. Down 11. This is a big possession for Logansport.
We've had a lot of opportunities at it. Jackson off, Lang there on the backside to clean it up. That's back-to-back field goals.
On the offensive glass there for Logansport, where Frankfort did not have anybody opposite side to clean it up.
Beardsley leaves this one short, gets his own rebound. They kick out. Stewart thinking about three. Triple rims out. Frankfort needed that one.
That would have been a huge shot.
Lang the other way, leaves it just short himself. Jackson steals it from the backside. Lang with a run out and a score. Nine points now for Logan Lang. Three. Barry drops it. That's a big shot from Matthew Barry.
Huge shot. Frankfort needed that desperately. See if Frankfort can get a stop here to end the quarter.
It's back to 12 right now. As Joe said, can Frankfort get a stop? Can they get a takeaway here?
Frankfort felt on that play they had a foul to give. Got a long way out there on the floor to give that foul up. Not much was happening on Logansport's offensive possession there.
This might have been a protection play as well. They get Emery on the floor. They get Stewart out. Make sure he doesn't pick up another foul.
Good point. That probably was, yes.
Looking inside. Good defense from Michael. And Frankfort's not going to get another offensive opportunity, but they get the stop we were looking for. Huge. It's a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter, 56-44. Stay tuned. More basketball heads your way right after this.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
A good little run to end the third quarter has Frankfort with some hopes of maybe making another one here. It's a 56-44 game right now. Logansport leading by 12, but Frankfort had it down to as low as 9, Joe.
Yeah, Frankfort, like we said, if they're going to do it, they've got to do it on the defensive end. Got to get some stops here to give themselves some chances.
Looking down low. Obviously, Logansport trying to continue to take advantage of their size inside. The big fella, Clem, not out there to start the fourth quarter.
Got 25 Baldwin right there, right on cue. Frankfort managed to dodge that bullet. See if they can cash in here on the offensive end.
Beardsley falling backwards, that one off the side of the rim. He wanted some contact there. Not going to get it. Officials have really let him play today, though, and I got to say this. If those haven't been fouls on this end of the floor, they shouldn't be fouls on the other end as well. So
Right.
That's one thing you can always appreciate is if this, like even in baseball, if the strike zone's a little wide, if it's consistent, you don't mind.
Yeah. Consistency, that's what the coaches always talk about with the officials. Please be consistent.
We've had a nice flow to the game today. Hopefully I didn't just jinx us there either as we get a whistle here. As Baldwin's going to earn another trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, well, Logansport worked the ball around there, and that foul was legit, so Baldwin back to the free throw line.
Baldwin heads back to the line and allows us to tell you about the Willow Creek Barn, where they have been voted the Knott's best of weddings every year that they've been in existence. They're nestled just outside of Frankfort, Indiana. They have all kinds of cool things that you can add on to your wedding package. Hot air balloon, bull riding machine, and not just weddings. They do proms, they do corporate events, whatever you need them. But it's a beautiful venue, breathtaking photo opportunities. Make sure you visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. And both free throws from Baldwin drop.
Up to 18 points for this game is Baldwin.
I know property taxes have gone up in Clinton County, and Baldwin may have a huge bill by the time the game ends because he spent quite a bit of time rooted at the free throw line today.
That's pretty good, Sean. I had never thought of that way, but you're absolutely right. He's camping out there, so to speak, right?
So why Frankfort themselves may not like seeing him there all day long.
No, he's had a good ball game.
Lead back to 14. Frankfort's got to start to chisel away at this and do it pretty quickly. This would be a big shot. Wagner hasn't had a lot of attempts today. That one rims out.
He's had a hard time getting a good, clean look this afternoon.
Inside. Barry probably going to be called with the foul here. We'll see who they give it to. Yep.
Look who's back at the free throw line.
Yeah. Baldwin knocks it down. He's had a great day of establishing himself in the post.
Yeah,
Frankfort
had a hard time keeping both he, Baldwin, and Clem out of there.
As a matter of fact, I'm out of spots. I got to start making new ones. And
yeah, he cleaned them up, he did.
Hopper had that one for a minute. And then, how about this tie up?
Is that
if Barry uses his feet to tie this up right here? Jump ball.
I guess that counts. It does this afternoon.
Frankfort retains possession. Hot Dogs will go on the road for their next contest. They'll be at North Montgomery. North Montgomery this year 4-14 on the season, so should be a very competitive game for the Hot Dogs.
Opportunity there for Frankfort for sure.
Stewart just rims out there on that three. Jackson quickly the other way. No, but Clem there to clean it up.
Puts Clem right at 20 points for this afternoon.
Stewart, pump fake, up and under. Misses everything with that one. Here comes Lang. The lead was cut to 9 at one point in time. Logansport with a chance to push it back to 20. 21 here on this one. In the lane. Establishes himself. Another bucket. Another trip to the free throw line. And Eli Baldwin took one to the eye.
He might have there. Volley shot, got a strong rebound. Back up and in for two.
I gave that foul to Beardsley. That's just his first foul today. That's kind of hard to believe as active as he's been.
I agree. Logansport continuing full court press, and it works again.
Frankfort did such a great job in the third quarter of handling that pressure, taking good care of the basketball, and
yeah,
a little bit of a lapse here as Logansport's cranked up the pressure. Frankfort's starting to fall apart again.
One of our keys was the rebounding, and it was going to be, you knew it was going to be tough for Frankfort on the rebounding end, and Logansport has dominated here, especially on the offensive end. They can just kind of keep batting it around so they get it where they want it and end up usually working out well for them.
Barry gets the steal and takeaway. Beardsley steps into a three. Draws back iron. Now a run out opportunity here for Logansport. And Jackson's able to finish. He's got 8 points here today. That's the senior Jackson. He's got at least 8 steals. They throw it ahead. And guess who's going back to the free throw line again?
Wow. On that play there, Frankfort's had their trouble hiding the press, but Logansport does a good job of coming behind as the Frankfort players, if they have their head turned, doubling them up, and have gotten several turnovers that way today.
A shot rims out from Baldwin. Look like he keeps looking back at his arm. He took exception to that foul there from Beardsley momentarily.
Kind of trying to work out the kinks or the soreness there, if you will.
And he gets this one to drop. 12 made free throws today for Eli Baldwin. Not just attempts, ladies and gentlemen. That's made. It is a 24-point lead now for Logansport. The unfortunate thing is for those around the area that may see a final score here, they're going to kind of miss the part of the story where Frankfort really battled in this one.
They've fourth quarter here is kind of getting away from them here a little bit. But, yeah, they had a good game plan, came out. Logansport is just too much underneath right now, just too much height and strength for Logansport, hard for Frankfort to contain.
Quincy Jackson going to pick up his third foul. I'll tell you what, Coach Lang popped up and hugged him. I mean, he may have picked up the foul there, but he is loving the effort that Jackson's given him today. He's been everywhere. Beardsley going to come off the floor for Frankfort. As we approach the 3.5-minute mark here in the fourth. Michael, runner, can't get it to go, and Logansport on the rebound. And they very quickly take things the other way. Jordan Brannon on the floor now, number 24 for Frankfort. The 5'10" freshman is Brannon. Baldwin looking for made free throws, 13 and 14 on this trip. Averages about 16 points per contest.
Both Baldwin and Clem have got their averages plus today on scoring the ball.
Only a 61% free throw shooter on the season, but he has shot well above that today.
Very well to that today. Logansport kind of taking out many of their starters, if not all of them. Jackson remains out there.
One player zigged, the other player zagged. Another turnover for the Hot Dogs.
19 turnovers for your Frankfort Hot Dogs this afternoon. That's a big number. It's hard to overcome.
You know, earlier we were telling you historically these two teams and what they were able to accomplish prior to class basketball. As you get a putback here from Josiah Hopper, the sophomore who just checked into the game. Frankfort has 48 total sectional championships in their history. They have won 2 since class basketball. Those came in back-to-back years in 11 and 12 and 12-13. And that was after what Frankfort considered a pretty big dry spell. For Logansport, they had 56 sectional championships prior to 1997. They have not won one since.
Wow. So since class has been in existence, Logansport has not won a sectional yet.
That is true.
Wow.
Both of these teams with state championships under their belts. Frankfort with 4, 1925, 1929, 1936, and 1939. If you've watched any of our telecasts over the course of the season, we mentioned Mark Stoops a lot. He's taken in the game today from Florida, where I'm sure the weather's much better than it is in Frankfort, although today at 30 degrees outside, it feels like 70 compared to what we've had recently.
Yeah, it's a heat wave here.
But I bring up Mark because he has a lot of really cool relics from those state championship days, newspaper articles, pictures, programs, you name it. He's got some really cool vintage hot dog memorabilia.
That'd be good to see somehow, somewhere. I'm not sure how it would, but that's cool that he's got that.
For Logansport, their state championship came in 1934 for the Berries. And both of these schools have very cool mascots, if you will. Obviously, Frankfort has the hot dog. We're always in the top 10 mascot names, whether it's Bob and Tom or somebody voting around the nation. Frankfort's always in there. But for the Logansport Berries to have, the comic book character, pretty cool.
Yeah,
Felix.
Felix Cat. Felix Cat's always been associated with the Logansport Berries, so good to see.
Logansport checked in some reserves, and those reserves doing a good job of scoring the basketball.
Maintaining the intensity.
Levi Carson on the floor out there for Frankfort. Wearing number 13, as well as number 2, Xavier McIntosh. Those are 2 new names that we hadn't called yet today here for the Hot Dogs. That one taken away by Elijah Hopper. Elijah and Josiah, both sophomores, both 6'1" and 6'2". And they look pretty identical to me from up here. I don't have my glasses on today, but
pretty close, yeah. Pretty close.
Good luck telling them apart. That's just all I'm going to say.
Glad they have numbers.
Taryn Emery tries to get in the scoring column with that 3, cannot. Three from the corner, off the mark. For Logansport, as we look ahead, we talked about not winning a sectional championship since class basketball. The exception of is you get to look at that rebound. But they play in sectional 23, and right now they're one of the 3 teams in that sectional with records above 500. A win today will get them to 11-7. West Lafayette and Northwestern, the other 2 teams. And if it were to stand today, their to-be-determined opponent that they would face in conference plays, you get a bucket there from Levi Carson.
Good to see Levi Carson get in the scoring column with 2.
Would be West Lafayette. So they would get an opportunity maybe to see West Lafayette prior to a sectional showdown.
Well, good luck to Logansport as they close out this game and go forward this year and into the tournament play. They got a nice ball club, and you would think a really good opportunity to win that sectional.
West Lafayette with the best record overall, 14-3 in that sectional. But as we said, Logansport 11-7. They've got a lot of talent. They got a lot of talent coming back. And, man, fourth quarter belonged to them today. The final in this one, 78-46, as we roll right into our postgame show brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Joe, your final thoughts on today's game?
Well, as we talked when the game was going to score, rebounding was a key, and holding number 50 for Logansport, Clem. If you could keep him, around his average, don't let him get carried away on the rebounding. But he kind of exerted himself there on the offensive glass, got some rebounds, got some points unofficially. I had Clem finished with 22 points, Sean. I think he finished with 22 points, and I'm sure he had a double-double tonight. So with the rebounding, Logansport was able to, with their heights of 6'7", Clem, 6'4", Baldwin, they both did a great job underneath there, and just had problems for Frankfort all afternoon. And the other thing was Logansport's press really bothered Frankfort. Frankfort ended up with 20 turnovers this afternoon. So kudos to Logansport for their defensive pressure and Baldwin and Clem doing what they do underneath the basket.
Frankfort did their best today as they threw some haymakers back at Logansport. They had 3 players in double figures. Charlie Beardsley finished with 17, Landon Stewart with 11, and Matthew Berry in double figures with 10. A hard-fought battle there from the Hot Dogs, but again, on the other side, just a little bit too much post play from the 2 bigs from Logansport. They started off hot, they finished hot. Eli Baldwin is going to be our player of the game today. He had 26 points, 14 of those coming from the free throw line to go along with R.J. Clem finishing with 22, and that is tough to overcome when you got 2 guys that are 6'4" and bigger playing the way that they did today.
Yeah, they're very physical, do a good job on the glass. So, like we said, good luck to Logansport heading forward. Be interesting to see what they do come tournament time.
Today's game was brought to you in parts by Abstract Technology Group, doing IT differently, making it simple. Day and Ginn Funeral Home, putting family first. Fiberhawk, fast, affordable Fiberhawk. The healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. The Frankfort Eagles, people helping people. And the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Your final one more time from Case Arena, 78-46. Logansport gets the win over Frankfort. We want to say best of luck to all the ladies battling it out tonight for sectional championships all across the state. For Joe Rook, all the students behind the scenes, Mr. Richard Salee, I'm Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in today. Have a great evening, everyone.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.